I'm gonna put my apron on, but first I wanna show everybody this beautiful shirt I wear once a year. Are we recording?
Yeah, I'm gonna just use that.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. Hello, my friends. This is the shirt that I wear once a year for St. Patrick's Day. And it's Kiss Me, I'm Italian, because I'm not Irish. But it's okay, because like everybody else is Irish on St. Patrick's Day except for Italians. They're still Italian. So, but now I can put on my apron, and I guess I should say welcome back to my kitchen. Like, humongous thank you to everybody who watched our video and liked it and commented and subscribed. Like, oh my God, I'm like one of those YouTube girls, like and subscribe. For St. Patrick's Day, something that I really enjoy is inviting people over for corned beef, fried cabbage, and potatoes. So this is what's happening. I feel really bad if you expect me to eat Italian food only my whole life, but I actually enjoy cooking many other things, and I kind of think I'm good at it. I don't know. You can try this recipe and see if I'm good at it, but let me know, because, and let me tell you, I have, like 6 years it's taken me to perfect this corned beef and cabbage and potatoes. And yeah, so I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm gonna show you how the corned beef looks when it comes out of the Instant Pot. So I hit the pressure knob forward and release the pressure. After the time that it was in, I let it sit for 15 minutes, and it just kind of helps with the pressure release, and so it's not like psycho. So here we go. Jonah, are you coming in to view this? Here we go. So this is what your corned beef is gonna look like after 2 hours. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And it, oh my God, it smells so good. Yeah. I can't get it out. It's like so tender and like shredding. Okay. Stay. Okay. Just gonna. Okay. So now we're back. Let's talk about corned beef. So corned beef, it's brisket. It comes in here in a package, and sometimes it'll have the spice packet in there and it will be all done. This one has just the spice packet out of it. I feel like more people are doing that now, is having your spice packet out of it. So I like to actually put it in the sink and open it, and we are gonna do it in our Instant Pot. The reason why I love doing it in the Instant Pot is because I like cooking it in booze. That really probably doesn't surprise anybody. But there's something about either, today I'm gonna use cider, but beer or cider that really tenderizes the meat and makes it just taste delicious. I usually use, I'm gonna open this up. I usually use, like, you know, Heineken. Is Heineken Irish? I don't think it is it? Okay, I usually use a light beer for it. So we're gonna put this big old brisket on in there. This is the spice packet that comes with. And it has like coriander and let's see how good I am at this. It's got like coriander. It looks like it has pepperoncino in it, and clove and anise and bay leaf. So we are gonna open this up and we're just gonna sprinkle it all in there. Like I said, if it comes with, and you buy your corned beef and it's already got it in there, you're fine. Like, it's fine. That's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so we've got that. A lot of corned beefs, if they're in that solution, they'll also have a ton of salt in it. This one is a bougie corned beef. I got it from Trader Joe's because I happen to be in Franklin and they have a Trader Joe's. So this one had a salt solution of less than 2%. So that's not really like very briny. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of salt. Now we're gonna add, for this we need 1 cup of liquid, and that liquid I'm gonna use is cider. This is a local cider. But shout out to my girl Mandy, introduced me to this. It's so good. And so here we go. We are gonna put about, how many ounces is this? How many ounces are in a pipe? I don't know. I'm gonna say, that looks good. Tastes good too. So, this is what you're gonna look like. All your spices are in there. You've got your cider in there, or your beer, and we're gonna put it in our Instant Pot. We are going to do that. We're gonna push our knob in the back. We're gonna hit manual for 2 hours, and then it's just gonna go. Okay. You don't have an Instant Pot. That's totally fine. Do the same exact thing, but you're just gonna put it in a crock pot. In the crock pot, you're gonna put it in there for, 4 to 6 hours, depending on how big your roast is, or your corned beef is. And it'll be perfectly fine, and we will still put glaze on it and stick it in the oven and finish it off. So now we're gonna switch on over to potatoes. Let's talk about potatoes. So I make these mashed potatoes, and people, whenever we have them like as a special at the restaurant, they flip for these potatoes because they're just so creamy and delicious and amazing. And the reason why is because we use these Yukon Gold potatoes. So in order to save Jonah some time editing, I peeled and just, these are like quartered because they were small, but you want them in little tiny chunks, not little tiny chunks, good sized chunks. And we are going to fill this up with water. Okay, we're gonna go just right about a ½ inch over our potatoes, look at this, and we're gonna salt them. Stacy's gonna be like, how much salt did you add to those potatoes? A lot. That was probably like a tablespoon of salt, okay? You want them to cook in seasoning. Friends, like salt is your friend. Seasonings are your friend. I don't want to come to your house and eat like some sad green beans that are gray with no salt. All right, now we're gonna stick it behind me, and we're just gonna bring it to a boil, and we're gonna boil them till they are fork tender. Light. Witchcraft. Just kidding. Okay, we're back, and I have the corned beef that came out of the Instant Pot. It's been 2 hours, you guys. This is like so tender. Like, you literally can just peel it apart. Like, oh yeah, baby. It's so good. Anyways, so we got like this little fat cap here. I'm gonna leave that up because I wanna put the glaze over it, and I want it to just like go in there and make it all delicious. So I'm gonna set this right here. Now we're going to make a mustard-based glaze for this beautiful corned beef. I mean, I just feel like mustard goes so well with it. So I have some Dijon mustard. I'm gonna do three-quarters of a cup. There's that. We're gonna put in some Worcestershire, Worcestershire, however the heck you say this. We are going to put a tablespoon. Now, my secret ingredient. You know what, this is fine. The vinegar just really adds something. That was probably, I'm gonna say, this is a hot, like they have mild and they have hot. This is hot. So I'm only going to do like a tablespoon. And then we're gonna add some honey because nothing goes better with mustard than honey. We're gonna add some honey. Jesus, I almost got it. Jonah, you strong young man. You know what? It's nice to see you struggling.
No, I'm not struggling, trust.
Okay, just kidding.
Okay, maybe.
There is no struggle there. Okay, perfect. Yay! Okay. Honey. I'm going to add, ooh, yeah. I'm gonna say two tablespoons of honey. Yeah, it's gonna be good. You know what, since that pepperoncini was hot, I'm gonna add a splash of pickle juice. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a tablespoon of that. I just really feel like you need equal amounts of your vinegar and your sweet. So 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of honey. And we're gonna like whisk it, yummy, 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 all together. And if you don't have pepperoncini juice and you're like doing this on the fly, feel free to use just pickle juice. It'll still turn out beautiful. Corned beef. Let's do this glaze. Oh yeah. Right on top. And these pieces that came off. Okay, it's covered. So we're gonna put it in a preheated oven. My oven is preheated to 375 and it's gonna go in there. And in it goes. Beautiful. We'll come back.
You should probably say how long.
Oh, we're gonna put it in there for like, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes. But anyways, we're gonna cook it probably about 35-ish minutes. We'll know for sure in a little bit. But you just want the glaze to really, like you want that sugar from the honey to really create like, ooh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like caramelization. You want it to be like caramelized and amazing. So now we're gonna do our cabbage. We're back and we're making cabbage. I know that a lot of people hate cabbage, but this is like probably the best way to eat it, like not gonna lie. So we're gonna start by just cutting up some bacon. I'll let this bacon sit out too long. Be smarter than me and bring your bacon right out of the refrigerator so it's nice and cold and easier to cut. So we're just gonna cut it up. What is that, like half an inch-ish? I'm gonna turn this thing on. It's gonna be loud, but oh well. Yeah, we're gonna go on medium heat we're gonna put our bacon in here. There we go. Slice it up. This is honestly my favorite way to eat cabbage. Like, so good, and it complements corned beef so well, because like you have to have corned beef and cabbage. Like, it's a thing. I'm going to add probably a half a tablespoon of oil, whatever oil you want, whatever oil you like. Don't get crazy like with sesame seed oil or something like that. Like, you want an oil that's not gonna flavor it. And the reason why I added oil is so that it can just kind of help all that fat like render. We want it to cook and make fond on the bottom of that pot with our onions, because that's gonna be flavor. So here we go. We're slicing an onion, dicing an onion, whichever. I'm gonna peel it. Oh no. I am not gonna cry. Listen. Not letting the onion fumes get to my eyes. Jonah, I can see that you want to die laughing. I can see it. Also, like, if you're gonna come at me about my knife skills, like, just don't, okay? I'm not like some French classically trained anything. I learned from an immigrant. I don't know. So I'm not a professional, but look at that. Am I crying? No. Why? Because of my onion glasses. Not one tear, friends. Not one. Okay, I'm gonna throw my onions in there and then I'll get rid of my glasses. So, I mean, can you, like, do you really expect anything less from me? No. All right, got these in. Yeah, oh, it's starting to smell so good. These are gonna start rendering and cooking together. Like I said, we're gonna get some spots on it where it's gonna have little flecks on the bottom of the pan. That's just flavor, friends. That's all we want, is that flavor. So I pre-cut some cabbage, but let me show you how we're gonna cut up our cabbage. I took out the core, not very well. There we go. So you're gonna core your cabbage. This, and then I just do one down there. You just want it. My brain is really not working, probably because I've not slept in a while. Is it like cubes? Like, cut your cabbage like this. You just want it to be little bite-sized pieces, really. I'll put it on my bowl. Here we go. That's good. Okay, so if you see, our bacon is crisping up a little bit, our onions are starting to caramelize, and we've got all this brown on the bottom of our pan, and that's called fond. We're good? Okay. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of maple syrup. No, onion, don't escape. We're gonna coat that bacon and onions. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. This is gonna help them kind of like caramelize a little bit more. Yeah. Now I'm gonna turn this down to low. And I'm going to add garlic powder. I'm gonna say about a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. It just kind of helps with that like smoky taste of the bacon. And we're gonna put a half a teaspoon of that. We're just gonna coat it all evenly. Yeah, it's So beautiful. It's so caramelized. Oh my God, there's the devil fly. It is not time for flies. I hate them so much. It is not time for flies yet, Jesus. But okay, this is caramelized. It is so beautiful and delicious. And moving on, this is caramelizing. It's still on low. Now we're gonna deglaze the pan with whiskey. Yeah. This is not Irish whiskey, but this is what I like, okay? I enjoy Maker's Mark. So I'm gonna deglaze this pan and we're gonna get that fond up that's on the bottom because that means flavor. So we're gonna do this. Ooh, those fumes. Yeah. Those are some delicious fumes. And I'm just gonna glaze this. Oh my God, oh my God. Listen, if you don't eat cabbage after this, you ain't ever gonna eat cabbage. That's all I gotta say. Oh yeah, yum. So we got this fond. It's created this really just like beautiful, oh, look at that. Okay, it's back on, don't error me. Now we're gonna add our cabbage in. Okay, and then on top of this cabbage, what I'm gonna do is throw salt. Just a big pinch of salt, okay? Like that. That's gonna help it all sweat down. It's gonna help it release some moisture. And of course, you want it to be seasoned. So that'll be good. I think I'm gonna add some pepper too. We're going to add a lid on top of our cabbage and we're gonna keep cooking it on low. We're back, our potatoes are ready. So I'm gonna show you, they're fork tender, and if you twist, it should break apart. It's perfect. So I'm just gonna strain off these potatoes. Next, we're gonna put in the secret ingredient to these potatoes that is gonna take them like over the top.
It's butter.
It's butter. It's butter, but it's not just butter. It's browned butter. Oh yeah. So we're gonna share. It was off. Okay, turning this on, we've got our stick of butter in here. We are going to do it on medium. And the trick is to making perfect brown butter is to keep it stimulated. It was actually Brody that taught me that. He's like yelling at me, he's like, Mila, what are you doing? And I'm like, what? And he's like, keep stimulating the butter. I was like, okay. Now this is the key when you have to keep stimulating the butter. It's bubbling, it's starting to froth, so we're gonna keep doing this. You could simply do this by just going like this and just keep movement going. All right, I'm gonna use my right hand. And now it's bubbling. Woo! And then it should be browning really fast. You don't wanna leave this unattended. It browns so fast. Like you want it like perfectly brown butter, not like blackened butter. So like the milk solids are really is what happens and what browns in here. I'm trying so hard not to make a mess. And like you can see all these tiny little browned bits. You probably can't see, that's probably outside of the camera thing. All these beautiful like browned bits, that's it. It's perfect. So, so perfect. Okay, now we gonna mash our potatoes. Mash, mash. And I'm gonna try and get some air in these potatoes. Make them light and fluffy. Now we're going to add in our browned butter, baby. Oh yeah. So good. I'm using this because you want to scrape up all the delicious bits. Yeah. Now what am I going to use? I think I'm going to use this. We're going to, oh, before I start folding it in, I'm going to add salt. Now it's all mixed in. I'm gonna actually taste it for a seasoning. Oh yeah, Jesus. Now, if you don't have this potato on hand, feel free. They won't be this creamy. All you have to do is add like a little half and half, a little milk, something to just help it get so creamy. Like, look at the consistency of these potatoes. They're so like fluffy and light, but I still left a tiny bit of like chunks for texture. So they're probably about the size of a pea, but they're, oh, so good. Let's grab our cabbage. Got our cabbage. Turn this back on. Maybe function. Hasn't gone down very much. Did I? Am I gonna blow us all up? Yes. Okay, oh yeah. Now it's time to stir though, because it smells so good. The cabbage has released some liquid, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna keep scraping this fond that's on the bottom of the pan. Now, the reason why I added whiskey, and you don't have to add whiskey, you can add like chicken broth. It doesn't matter because it cooks off, like the alcohol cooks off. So it's not like, you know, you're gonna have it and you're worried about, you know, triggering your ankle bracelet or something. Sorry, or worried about your children eating it. The alcohol burns off. If you don't want to use whiskey and it's like against whatever your beliefs are, use chicken broth and a splash of vinegar, like apple cider vinegar or whatever. You know, when you go to like a real Southern person's house and they make you greens and it has vinegar in it, that's the same concept that we're using here. Like, you want to have that like acidic to go with the sweet. I know, you're just building flavor so that when you bite something and you eat something, you can taste using your entire tongue and your entire mouth. And that's what I love about food, is like, it just kind of like awakens your mouth. You know, you're like, yeah, I can taste this. It has flavor, it has depth. Like, that's what we do. I'm back. The cabbage is still cooking down, and then I'm going to take our roast out of the oven. I did take a peek. It looks amazing. Go, baby. Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. It looks so good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes, just because juices are gonna escape and then they'll go back in, and yeah, it'll be so juicy and so tender. All right, here it is. It's my baby roast. I'm gonna switch it around like that. I mean, it is pretty tender, but I'm just gonna cut slices. Oh, look, that glaze just like trapped the juices in there. Look at how beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, baby. Okay. Do you see it like running down it? It is like Look, watch, ready? Watch.
Undeniable.
Oh my God. Ready? Oh yeah, look, let me move this so you can really see. I got my plate ready. Don't mess around. Ooh, I always love the butt. Doesn't everyone love the butt? I'm gonna take some of, oh yeah. There we go. We're gonna get some of this, gosh, this is so beautiful. This cabbage. Oh yeah. And then, oh no, not a thing for potatoes. And some potatoes. Oh Jesus. I mean, have I ever met a potato I didn't like? I don't think so. Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? It's like so perfect. Will all your little drunk friends be happy? Yes, because you're gonna pair this with a beer. Ooh, I have some cider. Can't live in Tennessee if you don't have an Elvis cup. Oh yeah, baby. Why am I pouring it like a beer, like it's gonna have head? Okay, oh, taking a sip. Oh, heck yeah. Here we go, friends. This is so, I don't even need a knife. It is so tender, but listen, I gotta get the perfect bite. So I'm gonna pull a potato. Then I'm gonna get a little bit of cabbage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna stab it all together. This bite is so huge. Good thing I got a big mouth. Okay. I'm having a religious experience. This is so good. I don't know what keeps beeping. It's ruining my experience right now. Oh my God. Creamy potatoes, this meat, and then the cabbage is like so perfect. It just hits everywhere in your mouth, like all the flavors. And there's a reason why it took me 6 years to perfect this. I really hope that this St. Patrick's Day, you are able to get with your family and your friends and enjoy this. Oh my God. My cutie, hardworking husband is home, and I actually probably should have filmed it, but I called him and I said, hey, you want some corned beef and cabbage? And he said, what? I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. Let's see, have I perfected it?
It looks incredible.
Also, sorry it's cold, but you took 20 minutes to get here.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Do a little bit with a little bit.
Yeah, I actually ended up cooking the corned beef in disc and cider. It's good, huh?
It's really good. The cabbage, oh my God.
Taste my potatoes. I feel like it's so good. I'm like, I finally perfected it. Yeah. It's so good.
Incredible.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
He's actually like my toughest critic, I think. Well, besides myself. But something too, while we had our little break waiting for Matt to get home, I talked to Brody, and we're actually gonna run this as a special on St. Patrick's Day at the restaurant, which is like, I mean, it's kind of weird because, you know, we're Italian, but you know, everybody's a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna have it as a special next Thursday, And if you do make it, don't forget to let me know how you liked it. And yeah, anyways, okay, I'll let you go. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and most of all, Tanti Bachi.